What's up, everybody? This is Jose from Southern Life. I got Luis Manuel with me today.
I'm good.
I got Dad with me today, y'all. Gas is expensive, but we're filling up. I normally got Katie with me on these road trips. Today I got Dad. Katie is not feeling 100, and she's also studying for her real estate course. So we're gonna take a drive through Punta Gorda area. She started a new course. The course that she was taking before wasn't working the way we needed it to. So she started a new course that she's studying now. The course that she did was a good course if you don't know English, but they make the course in Spanish, and the English version, they kind of do a weird job of the English. They don't really do a great job on the English version of it. So we're gonna take you to a part of Punta Gorda you probably wouldn't see advertised. This is kind of like an affordable area. It's just south of Punta Gorda. If you want to look it up on a map, there's a Circle K just on the south side of Punta Gorda. In fact, we're on Richmond and 5th Avenue, and it's spelled out 5th. It's not the number 5th. It's kind of a more rural area. And it's a great place to buy an empty lot to build a home because of how affordable they are. But I'll give you a heads up on one thing if you're thinking about this area. Look out for turtle. Go for tortoise nest. They're in the area, and if they build a nesting site, dig a little canal trench thing, a little cave on your lot, then you'll not be allowed to build on it. So these lots are affordable, but you have to buy when you're ready to build on these lots, or know what you're buying, because if a gopher tortoise decides to build a nest, there's one right there. In fact, let's back up a little bit. I'll show you guys. There's one right there. In fact, so you can see they're very plentiful.
Wow.
Yeah, so there's one right there. You can just see it if you look closely enough. You can see it right there. That's a gopher tortoise. And I don't know if y'all see it right there. There it is right there. So if you're buying land, and we have them in Lehigh as well. So if you're buying in Southwest Florida, you need to make sure that you have to do a walk around a lot and make sure that there's no caves built by these tortoises. You'll see their footprints. You'll see signs of them. You'll see their footprints, which are just two little X's back and forth. You'll see the hole, the mound where they build. There's definitely, you'll be able to find where they've been digging around and stuff. And if you get one of those in your lot, you won't be able to build. So that's really the trickiest part about buying land out here, in this part of Punta Gorda. And in this area, it's the houses that are here that are older are affordable, and the new ones aren't that expensive to build. They're smaller houses. The lots a lot cheaper. Are they putting in septic tanks? Do they even have city water out here? I'm not sure. I'm not sure if they have city water or if they have city sewage, but let's look at the new constructions and see if they're putting up a septic tank, if we see them. But anyways, it's not a bad area to invest, but it's a little bit more, like this guy's got 3 box Chevys on his front lawn, so it's kind of country, and not square bodies, not box Chevys, square body trucks. So it's kind of country. It's kind of a little country out here. People got 4-wheelers and stuff like that, and so there's a element that was here before you moved in. It's a little country. There's a mobile home there, so they'll allow mobile homes. That's another a great facet of affordability. There's a few junk cars over there. This guy's mailbox is, an old bike. ¿Te gustó el carro viejo? ¿Qué lo que? Chevy. Creo que un Impala.
Un Impala por bien, viejo.
Sí, viejito.
Quizás 59.
Sí, un Impala viejito. Nice. Mira un duplex. ¿Es un duplex? No, it's a single family, but it's a duplex. So yeah, there's definitely affordability out here in this part of Punta Gorda. But you're gonna have to contend with a little bit of a country element that's here. We went to the Circle K, and there's 2 guys outside hanging out on bicycles, and they're clearing these lots here for new houses. There's guys with no t-shirts on hanging out by the gas station, Dude's outside on his bicycle. He's blasting rap and his little sound system that he's got on his, his bicycle. The girls are like playing with their hair. Like, oh girl, your hair looks so good. Mm-hmm. Girl, you a kid with that blonde hair. Like stuff like that. It's like kind of a little bit of an element out here. It's not, fancy. Let's just put it that way. Not criticizing it. I'm just saying that it's a little bit country out here, But some people like that. A lot of people don't. A lot of people are like, here we go. I would be in a gated community with a golf course. I do not know why they're hanging out. But why would you hang out by a gas station? Why are they hanging out outside of a gas station? That is so uncouth. Different strokes for different folks is what they say, right? But that's the stroke you get here. A heat stroke. Alright, y'all. And these lots are affordable. And I would buy a turtle lot. Not sure why I would, but I would. If I can get it for like $3,000, I'd buy it and hope the turtle had a heat stroke one day or something. Or if they appreciate a whole bunch, you can pay like $8,000 or something to have it relocated. Doesn't make sense now, but in the future, if there's a lot of appreciation here, I can definitely see somebody paying $8,000 to remove a turtle. But what's bad is, as you can see, there's a lot of older properties, and that's good for somebody that's looking for affordability. But it's not good if you're trying to have future price appreciation. Nobody wants to be basically living next to old houses if you got a new one. So all these old houses, they don't really do a lot for property values, and especially with old property with a beat up car in the front yard or something. That doesn't really help property value. So it's always going to be in a affordable area. So you're not going to build a $400,000 house back in there. If you're building a house in there, there's some swans. I've never done. Plastic. Yeah, plastic swans in there. Sometimes the plastic swans I think they use them to attract more swans. But yeah, it's very country out here. There's a redneck mud park if you like going out mudding. Lots of areas to do four-wheeling and stuff like that. But Punta Gorda is an expensive place, but there are affordable areas in Punta Gorda. Like, don't think if they're here more expensive. This is a different, like in there. This is a little bit different of a neighborhood over here. You can just tell. We just drove by that little neighborhood. That's a little bit different of an area. So you have affordable areas, and you have a little bit different, more expensive. But let me drive in there real quick. Here's the Charlotte Harbor Environmental Center. You could probably ride a bike through there and walk and go on trails and stuff. Public welcome. Visitors must do something. But they're building a lot of houses in this little community. Let's go in there. But you can tell this community, you can tell just from the outside, it's a little bit more expensive. So in here, lots might be 3 times as much as down there. Like, let's say the lot down there might be $13,000. A lot over here might be $35,000. But you'll see the difference in the type of neighborhood. When we talk about price appreciation, it's different when you have a brand new house next door versus when you have, a shack with some old cars. So in a neighborhood like this, they might even have an HOA with some rules and stuff. But here, you can see it's a little bit more of, but there's a lot of construction going on. Punta Gorda has more single-family permits than anywhere else in the country right now. Aquí en Punta Gorda, hay más permiso para casas nuevas que en cualquier otro lugar del país. Yeah, it's the fastest-growing in the single-family market area. It's the fastest-growing place. They're building more single-family homes here than anywhere else in the country. According to a YouTuber that I watch called Revenue Insulting. It's Revenue Consulting, but I call it Revenue Insulting. The guy's got great information. I love watching his channel, but I tell you, I'm getting ready. I'm brushing my teeth in the morning, or whatever, and I'll play his video because since it's him talking, it's information. I can just listen to it. So it's almost like it's a YouTube video, but I'm watching it as a podcast, in a sense. And I'm listening to Revenue Insulting, and as I'm listening to him, I'm sitting here like, I actually scream at the phone. I'm like, dang it, you idiot. Like, I love the information he has, but I can't stand his opinions about why it's that way. You know what I mean? He'll have good information, but he's not, like, he has no idea when he talks about Florida. ¿Tiene para allá?
No, no. Royal.
Oh, Royal, here, esto es Royal, para que sepa. Royal Cove. Royal Ponciana.
Qué casa más linda.
Esa casa grande no es un duplex.
Sí.
So this is un duplex de lujo.
Es un
Now, this is a duplex, right? Look at this guy. I want to show you guys this. This is a duplex, but this is a luxury duplex.
Todas estas son duplex.
That's a duplex, but it's a luxury. It's a big size duplex.
It's right.
Yeah. It's got a house on the run. Déjame ponerle ahí el... Yeah, es un duplex, pero es un duplex de lujo. No es un duplex baratico. Esta parece un mobile home. The house looks like a mobile home right there. You see they're building. I'm gonna pass some air in front of the camera, guys. It's gonna make a little bit of noise. Just want to keep the windshield cool. It's hot out here today. According to my car, it's 93 degrees, so it's definitely hot. Today the heat index today is gonna get up to 100. You can see that's a luxury duplex right there. It's a luxury duplex. A duplex, but it's a big, each side's probably, the size of a single family home. So it's a duplex, but it's definitely not a cheap duplex. It's a pricey duplex. But you can see this is a big home going in right here. Clase más grande, casa más grande, papi.
Wow.
Clase casota, ¿no?
Triple.
Está grandona. 3-car garage, yeah. Oh, 3-car garage. Y con más espacio. Pero digo, si voy a hacer una casa nueva, la mando a hacer así. Ahí sí la mando a hacer, que es turí.
Aquí debe estar barato, más barato que...
No, Punta Gorda está caro.
¿Está
Y
caro?
sí, es donde más casas están haciendo en los Estados Unidos actualmente. So this is where the most single-family home permits are being built. According to Revenue Consulting, 15,000 new single-family home permits are being built here. So this is a fast-growing area, and it's probably a 45-minute drive from where I live in Lehigh. It's not that far, but this is definitely a very fast-growing area. ¿Qué tú crees, papi? ¿Entonces llega a Naples o no llega a Naples?
Llega, ¿no?
¿Llega a Naples, tú crees? I think it's just as luxurious as Naples.
Tiene que llegar.
Yeah, esto no es barato aquí.
Pero son lugares limpios.
Sí, son lugares limpios. That says it's a very clean place.
Todas las construcciones son nuevas.
A lot of new construction, obviously, yeah. Papi, estos apartamentos, cuando yo me mudé,
Sí.
yo pude comprar un apartamento aquí. Ahí. Yo estaba mirando ahí. When I moved down to Florida, I could have bought a condo here. I'm glad I didn't buy though. Like, I'm not ready to have a home right now. I'm actually okay with the notion of renting for a while. I really am. I'm not really worried about it. This market is way too crazy to try to be in it right now. Pero las casas que están haciendo son grandes, no son casas chiquitas, mira.
Sí, sí.
Eso es un palacio. Es una casa grande.
Es un... ah,
3-car garage. O sea, las casas que están haciendo aquí son más grandes que las que están haciendo en Fort Myers.
sí, como-
Lehigh y Buckingham. These are big houses they're building here. They're not building little houses. They're building big.
Una sola casa.
Yeah, 3-car garage house. Estas casas tienen 3 garajes. Son casas grandes. So these are 3 garage houses. They're not small. They're not building little, you know. But you can see the difference between this neighborhood and the first one we were in. Over there, they're building a duplex, and it's like a luxury duplex. It's not.
Hay una zona industrial.
You see, aquí hay mucho accidente. Toyota la 49, US 41. And this is called Burnt Store Meadows, a deed-restricted community. So, like I told you, they're gonna have an HOA. You're gonna see right now, we're gonna get passed by a bunch of dump trucks, and there's a lot of construction in this area. I mean, and I think Charlotte County, further inland, has a lot of quarries and stuff, which means they can build houses out here. They have easy access to at least one of the major sources of material that you need, which is fill and floor and build. And a lot of other places to build, you don't need that. Like, that's part of the building costs in Florida that you don't have. Like, when you see, building costs, like I just spent some time in Chattanooga, and I was looking at building costs in Chattanooga. And let me tell you, when you look at building costs in Chattanooga, you got to bring in fill to build here. There's a Punta Gorda sign. Once you enter Punta Gorda proper, it definitely has a price tag once you enter Punta Gorda. On the south side of Punta Gorda and on the far east, there's some pretty crappy trailer park neighborhoods. It's not all fancy. They're older communities. But like here, everything here on the left is deed restricted community, as they label it. Yeah, it's definitely going to have a price tag. Punta Gorda, like according to revenue insulting is what I call them, as insulting revenue. Good information. I like the guy's channel, but I just can't stand some of his opinions on stuff. It's frustrating to watch. I'm like, I'll be brushing my teeth in the morning, and I'll be watching his video, and I'll be like, "No, you idiot! Don't say that!" And Katie's in there like, "What are you screaming about?" But we're gonna enter Punta Gorda real quick, guys. Try to make this video somewhat not too long compared to what I usually do. But Punta Gorda is an interesting market. It's a great place to retire. The beaches aren't too close, but it's not a big deal. There is a little bit of a country ghetto element on the outskirts of Punta Gorda. There are like little mobile home parks, you know, those Circle K, there's people hanging out outside with their shirt off. And looks like there's a lot of police presence out here too. Lots of cops. Seems like you can't speed through here. It's 50 or 40. But I've seen a lot of speed traps. It's like I wouldn't doubt it. They're just looking for trashy people. Like if you got an old beat up car or something, targeting you. Trying to keep the Joe Dirt in the trailer park right here. But that's what these real rich people want, man. They don't really want Joe Dirt showing up in their gated community, you know? But you can see from the traffic flow, there's lots of semi-trucks. There's lots of commercial vehicles. Charlotte County, I think, from my personal opinion, when you go to a place and all you see is commercial vehicles, dump trucks, work vans, work trucks, if you pay attention to the traffic here, it should give you some type of indication to the economical activity of the area. When you see a place and there you see semi-trucks, dump trucks, that's all people working, that's all good. These people are making money. Es que hay mucha movida económica aquí. Tuve camiones, camionetas, rastros. Mucha movida económica. Lots of Puerto Ricans coming here. I think that Puerto Ricans are probably the largest Latino group in Charlotte County. Esa camioneta vieja, pero tiene una escalera atrás, una pila de madera. So there's an old beat up truck on the left, right off to the screen. You can't see it. But the guy's got a ladder in the back. He's got some plywood. Lots of work trucks. Those are all, to me, good economical indicators. When you see a place that there's a lot of but that's the problem too with Florida, is that dependency on tourism and single-family home construction, to me, is of concern, because I think the economy and even the construction in Florida needs to be more. Florida needs more investment in the industries. You know, manufacturing, and there are some. There is, you know, but it's not enough. There are a lot. They're all local startups. They're not even big companies. But Florida needs more of it. And I really don't know if it's going to get it. You can see to the left, it's just past the community where they're bigger, kind of California-looking subdivisions where they're all on top of each other. I just feel like Florida needs a lot more investment in sections of commercial, industrial. There's just not enough of it. Everything's single family home. But then they don't even build, you know, they build the Publix and the road first. But here they're doing it backwards. And actually, no guarantee they're ever going to build it, period. You know, that's a Corvette right there. I think it's clean. He's got like the red pinstripes on the side. I'm a Chevy guy, and I don't see me in a Corvette until I'm old enough to retire. I like them, but I'm not quite there yet. But I'm a complete fool, man. I'll buy stuff that just... And I know it makes my subscribers mad. Like, every time I buy something new, my subscribers are like, "Yep, we're going to stop donations for a month until you learn your lesson." They starts crying again. But H&R Block right there. Government came and took my money. We're almost to Punta Gorda now. We're driving into town. This video is actually going to be longer than I thought it would be. But I figured I'd give you guys an update on what's going on here. Yeah, there's a lot of single-family home construction. But where's the Publix? Where's the restaurants? Where's the things to do? Where's industry? Not everybody moving to Florida these days, because speed limit's down to 40. I'm going to slow it down to 40. not everybody moving to Florida anymore is retired. I mean, Florida in the last 6 years, 7 years, has seen a drastic change from being a place that was just retired folks moving here. So now you have a lot of younger people who are going to need jobs that don't exist. That probably won't exist because they're not investing in infrastructure. The only area that's got a little bit of a transportation hub going on is Lakeland, but keep in mind that Memphis, Tennessee is a transportation hub, and how are people living there? You know, is that really the type of incomes that people need? It's better than nothing, I'll give you that much. But is it really what people need? That's the real question. ¿Cómo tú ves a Punta Gorda, papi? Bueno.
No, se ve bien, con todo el chiquito está buenísimo.
It's not a bad place. Check out that Corvette. Tú sabes cuando compré la camioneta que casi me sacó un Corvette. When I bought my truck, I almost bought a Corvette. There was a Corvette that had. ¿Te acuerdas cuando compré la camioneta con un Corvette que quería comprarlo?
Sí.
It had like really low mileage, but I think the salesperson didn't like that I was looking at the Corvette. He was like, "Dude, you're way too young to be looking at a Corvette." I was like, "I can afford it." He's like, "Dude, you're not getting in a Corvette." Like, come on, man, let me get that Corvette. I need it. I almost bought it. La clase llanta la metieron esa camioneta, parece una rata.
Yeah.
Put semi truck tires on a truck, man. A regular work truck. Let's go. Come on, old people, move, pick it up, old people. There's always people that get mad at me. I'm owed, and this is offensive. Well, you know what? I'll be owed one day too if I'm lucky. So let me offend them. There's a Publix, man. El Publi, man. El Publi. There's a lot of garbage by the side of the road. This is the dealership where I've been getting scammed out lately. This is where I bought both trucks. I bought them here. This dealership has made $100,000 off me in the last year. See if it's ooh, that car. But when I tried to trade in the Yukon, they didn't want to give me a good trade-in value for it. They didn't want to give me a good trade-in value. I got a really crappy trade-in offer. That's why I walked away last time. ¿Quieres probar un Dodge Charger?
Un Dodge.
Charger de eso, un Dodge eso de carrera. Aquí mismo cambiamos, yo compro un Dodge, le metemos el colchón con la cinta arriba de la carro. I will eventually, I'm trying to build credit, so eventually I might buy a car and then just like really quickly pay it off. I have to get my credit up so I can buy a house. I'm already up at, I think my credit last time I checked was 704. Era un Porsche amarillo, papi, eso sí me mata a mí. ¿Cuál es el Porsche amarillo? Eso sí me mata a mí.
Sí, te va a matar
De un pago mensual. That's like, yeah, it's gonna kill you. I'm like, oh man, I'm gonna do that Porsche, man. Those cars kill me. He's like, yeah, the monthly payment's gonna kill you. Side by side, eso sí lo quiero también. Ahí podemos ir todo el mundo para el monte. ¿Qué tú crees? En vez de comprar el carro, compramos un side by side. Ok, serio. ¿Compramos el carro o compramos el side by side? ¿Cuál compramos?
Se pueden comprar los dos.
Dad said buy both. No, yo no puedo enredarme de esa manera. Uno sí puedo.
No te enredes más.
¿Qué enredo? ¿A qué billete hacer? ¿A qué billete? You know, I get certain tipo billete. And then, you know, downtown's just right down the corner. Dude, I'm gonna stop at stop signs. They have cops everywhere out here. This is like Naples, man. They got this place called Troll. ¿Tú te acuerdas que Naples? En cada esquina hay un policía. Y la manera que yo ando como bajando como un loco, me mete la multa. Me fajo con policía, seres. De todas maneras me metieron una multa. El policía, por mucho que me fajé con él, no me dio chance. Me dijo, te la voy a meter de todas maneras. Me dije, pues te voy a subir para YouTube como basura. Y al final borré el video, no vale la pena eso. pero
¿Te trató mal?
mira, me trató mal, yo lo traté mal a él también, pero no. A mí me falta el respeto porque todo meter la multa de todas maneras, sí, porque me da guapería. Y tú no sabes quién soy yo, a quién es, por mi hermano. Así le dije. Yo nunca te he visto, ¿quién eres tú? Para estar parándome a mí, yo, bueno, a hacer. Oh, man. Jersey Mike's or Starbucks. ¿Qué hacemos? ¿Starbucks o Jersey Mike's? Que la viejita pasa. Ya, pero a ti te falta una viejita así con billete.
Como con billete.
Con billete. Y un buen seguro de vida también te hace falta.
No, el seguro de vida a ella, porque la voy a mandar.
I'm like that when you find an old rich lady and I'm gonna put a life insurance policy on you. He's like, put a life insurance policy on her. It's like, oh snap. I ain't playing with the joke, man. Alright, I'm gonna go with Starbucks because it's got a drive thru. I don't want to get out nowhere. I don't know if I fit through here. Let's see. Let's see where we go. The Starbucks going. ¿Tú quieres algo, papi? ¿Un café ni nada, no?
Igual, vale.
Yes, ma'am. Can I get a bottle of water?
Absolutely. What else can I get you today?
Let me get a double smoked bacon,
Double smoked bacon, sure enough.
a brownie that's cold,
Say it for me one more time.
a brownie.
The brownie that's cold. Perfect.
All right. Check this out. Venti green tea frappuccino,
Okay.
light ice, coconut milk, extra whipped cream on the bottom.
Perfect. So I've got a venti green tea frappuccino with coconut, milk, white ice, extra whipped cream, that's going to be on the bottom. Do you want some on the top as well?
Yeah, that's on top too.
Perfect. Anything else today?
That's it.
Alrighty, so that bottle of water, the frappuccino we talked about, the brownie that's not warmed up, the double smoked bacon breakfast, and 1866 on the end, and I'll see you real soon. Okay?
Thank you, ma'am. I'll show you guys how quick a drive-thru is here in Southwest Florida.
¿Cómo tú le vas a hacer un memo?
Ma'am, not man. Ma'am, eso es como señora. Mira, no man. Vamos a decir ma'am, no falta de respeto. Ma'am, con una M como mom. Con una M. Para que tú, you will show you guys how quick a Starbucks is in Southwest Florida.
1866.
Thank you. Let's see which one of these cards we're gonna use to pay you.
Gotcha.
Let's just hopefully that one works.
All right, let's try it out.
There you go. Dad's got his super expensive $3 water.
Give you a straw for your frappuccino.
All right,
Folks, do you need a receipt?
I'm good.
All right, give me a minute on everything else. Okay?
Thank you. I'll see how quick the Starbucks is here. We don't play games, so this ain't Montgomery, Alabama. You gotta be at a Starbucks for 3 hours, and then they make it wrong. Tom Miller, come on, Central Mall.
Yo también.
Thank you. There's my brand. All right.
Frappuccino, and then that double smoked bacon is in the oven, so I'll get it as soon as it's
Thank you, ma'am.
Te devolvió la oreja.
Sí. Se la billete. Se la billete. Nosotros tenemos los rápidos con un drive-thru aquí. En Alabama tú te metes un Starbucks, tú te metes 3 horas. Yeah, I made it. Need more Starbucks, man. On the Punta Gorda. That's why I love Southwest Florida, man. It's hard-working people out here. Thank you. They got a tip jar?
Appreciate you guys.
All right, man. Yep. We can help you. That's Florida people, man. Hard-working people, man. You go to a Starbucks in Montgomery, Alabama, you'll be in that mug all day. Talk about. Okay. I said I was gonna make this a short video, but Hey, if there's scenery in front of us, we're recording. Dale, mijo. Grítale que se me atravesó. ¡Tremendo hacer! Oye, en ese lavabo tú te metías 2 horas en un drive-thru. A mí me gusta el Porsche amarillo ese. No sé cuál me gusta más, el side by side o el Porsche amarillo. El Porsche amarillo está. Y ahora con el crédito que tengo lo puedo comprar. ¿Al viejito se lo llevó? Dámelo ahí. A mí el high en un Porsche amarillo. Ese cabe en el garaje ahí al lado del... Adentro del edificio y se lo meto. No. 98, 98 degrees according to my car. The heat index today's gonna hit 103 in Southwest Florida. Unbearable. Así que a los ATV tienes que tener un crédito excepcional para que te lo financien. Excepcional. Dice que es bien difícil que te lo financien. Tienes que tener un crédito muy bueno. Porque no es una cosa ridícula, no es muy financiable. Los carros sí te lo financian. Pero yo quiero comprarlo cash. No esto, mira, para que puedan ir 2 o 3 gente al monte. Podemos seguir montando toda una cosa esa y no todo para el monte.
Ahí sí.
Ahí sí disfrutamos. Y eso tiene el sistema de música y todo. Ahí sí.
¿Cuánto valen? ¿7,000?
Como 20.
20.
Pero ya estás hablando, eso viene con sistema de música.
Sí, es un carro.
Eso es un carro prácticamente.
Rentan porque bueno, es un lujo,
Te lo financian, pero tienes que tener un crédito excepcional, ¿te entiendes? Un crédito medio que no lo vas a hacer. Pero lo hacemos, bro. Qué billete, así, qué billete. No, pero se hace. Se hace. Un poquito vendemos el ATV. Ahora mismo vendemos este carro y el ATV y lo compramos. Entonces me tengo aquí mía para pintadito ahí que linda se ve.
está en los barrios.
La camioneta seria que vive. Estos viejos atravesados. También lo sé. Pues si sigo mejorando el crédito lo puedo comprar. Eso sí es rico para meter a todo el mundo para el monte. Los 4.
Eso sí, pues uno va con otra gente.
Vamos a ir 4 o 5 gente montados en eso. Para el monte. Y esos 4x4 y tienen sistema de música. Y tienen winches, y han de poner refresco y han de poner cosas, ¿me entiendes?
Este lugar está lindo aquí.
Este por Charlie.